You guys know I love a good non-league football shirt. I've got a selection behind me today. Today I'm wearing the Lamwick Major goalkeeper shirt from 2 years ago with the dinosaur inspired by the old Carlos Montoya, Rodrigo Seno and Carlos Montoya. I think I've got the two players right in Brazil and Argentina. Football shirts. But we've got a mystery box from the non-league football shirts. Guys, shirt shop, guys. So we're going to get it open and see what we got inside. If I remember correctly, I ordered it off TikTok, so I should know what it is. But I've forgotten. So it's going to be a surprise to me as well as we open up. I believe I had a choice of 2 or 3 shirts from them. But they always stuff amazing stuff in. So let's have a look. Oh, it's a Tour Sports one. I had absolutely forgotten what I got in here. Let's have a look. So we got a Tour Sports one. This is Tour Sports that I'm wearing now. We also get a whole load of goodies that we can look at as well. Mika Hamilton. Who is Mika Hamilton? This is a Topps Chrome rookie card. Mika Hamilton. I guess he's one of the youngsters at City now. Is he still there? We have got Booker T. I don't know how we've ended up with Booker T, but we've got Booker T in there. About to do a Spinaroonie. We've got a Pokemon card. Is this shiny? It looks shiny. Or it's got like a tint to it. An Axew Pokemon card. We've got a weird selection of cards. I thought this was Mark Goldbridge for a second. I think it's darts. Chris Dobie. He doesn't look like Mark Goldbridge at all. Oh, look at this. AFC Crew bottle. That is awesome. That is hefty as well. That's a weapon. A little AFC Crew bottle opener. That is very cool. Semper Contendo. Always contend. Is that what that says? We've got a little receipt, and we also got some York Street Report, initial match day of Boston United, 1986, the Gola League. Check that out. Really old Boston United and St Leonard's Football Club from what was the Doc Martens League. Doc Martens Eastern Division. That is a hefty colour football program for a team in that level. So those are our cards and stickers. Well, let's take a look at the football shirt. So Tour FC. Looks like we got a large this time round, which, if I remember correctly, they didn't have it in a medium, so I have gone for the large. But check this out. So Tour always makes some really nice shirts. Look at that. It's got like a really cool pillar down the middle. I hadn't seen this one before. So it's Carlon FC. Carlon? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sure someone in the comments is going to correct me with the correct pronunciation. But it has these 2 really cool pillars down the middle in white and green. On the back, a little bit of the pillars and also the checks. We've also got that at the bottom. Tinty in the bucket hats. Is that a band? Sounds like a band, doesn't it? Tinty and the bucket hats. Or is it a bucket hat manufacturer? Nice little like that little bit on the collar. Really nice there. Obviously we have a physical collar, which is kind of rare on these Tour Sports ones. They don't do many of them with the collar. They've done 1 or 2. But a nice check pattern on that. That's really cool. Kids cape on that side. Embroidered badge. Embroidered Tour Sports. I think that's really cool. That's going to go well. You know, with all my Tour Sports one. That Wattsville one is Tour Sports. This Roger Stone one here is also a Tour Sports one with a Club Tropica Tiny Rebel on it. So yeah, always love a little Tour Sports one. That's from the non-league football shirt shop. Now I have also got a couple of bits that I've not shown in a previous video that came through. I got them via Vinted or... yeah, these are all from Vinted. So I just wanted to show them off as well. So I had like a big order of shirts come in. So some of these are non-league as well, by the way. So some of them are really nice. We just did a little bit of non-league scouring or scouring through Vinted. We've got this really cool Groove for Firth Hummer one from a few years ago. This is Icarus. This is another brand. They do like non-league US teams. So this is New Amsterdam Football Club. This is a really popular shirt, this Fruit Street one. I've got a copy of this myself, but this is an additional one. You guys know I love the Charlie shirts. Check this one out. This is Santos Laguna. Look at that. That is so nice. Really cool. Really nice design on it. Another one of the Icarus ones, and this one is Great Accra Olympics. Is a Ghanaian team. So they seem to do a couple of like West African teams in addition with their American teams. We picked up this nice little Rapid Vienna shirt. Little hint on these, by the way. If you ever see this, my Adidas team, the code in the collar is going to be a template code. So it means that the team used a template to make their kits. I don't know why Rapid Vienna I thought would be a big enough team to not have to do that. Another really nice Santos Laguna, black and yellow one. You guys saw I had a whole load of these Phoenix ones. I got another one of those in, so you might have seen them in a previous video. Here we go, talking of Tour Sports, here's one that came through. The Club Tropica one, which I also have a copy of myself somewhere. The really nice Roger Stone Club Tropica. This really nice Police Terror, which I think is Indonesian team, if I remember correct, or Malaysian team, or Thai, I think actually. Police Terror Football Club, it might say on the shirt, I don't think it does. With AirAsia sponsor on it, Thai, I think it's going to be Thai if it's AirAsia. Another one from down in the non-league, and I know the non-league football shop guys have this as well. The really nice Portobello Football Club shirts. I got that one alongside this really nice Bayern Munich. How cool is that? The design on that it looks really cool. Sort of reminds me of like bamboo or something. I checked this one out. Managed to pick this up off Vinted. Unfortunately, the badge is a little bit folded. It's a little bit thin, the badge. But as a shirt, look at that. Look how nice. Look at the details in the actual shirt. Coca-Cola sponsor on the back. I think that's a really nice shirt. Just a shame the badge is just that little bit plastically. Really nice otherwise. We got, you see that Wattsville there? The matching shirt. Unfortunately, it's Secret Shirts show, which actually wasn't the worst of the surprise boxes we had. That video is somewhere up on the channel. I was thinking about removing this secret secret shirt code bit. It should come off pretty easy because this is just rubberized. It should just come off, but I'm in two minds about whether I remove it or not. You know, there's a risk that I damage the shirt. You might have seen this one in the background of a previous one, another Icarus one, Cape Coast Ibiza Dwarfs. How cool is that shirt? Really nice design. We picked up this. This is nice, and the big giant Pepsi on it. Club Socially Deportivo Exanchu. Really cool. Bannerau, giant. Who was it? The brand? Fit Game? Authentic Fit Game? I don't know what the brand is, but there's little details in the collar as well. Really nice shirt, that one. If you are checking out the non-league shop stuff, by the way, their advent calendar, I'm just adding this in as I'm editing this video, way after I actually did that recording. But the advent calendar stuff that they've been chucking in are really cool. Check out these Romford shirts that they've got in stock. Like, much like classic football shirts do theirs. There's some really cool ones in there. I think Slough Town was in there yesterday. Look at that, brand new without tags. Slough Town from 21-22. So there's some really nice shirts in there. The Clivero one is a nice Hope and Glory one as well. So if you're after some cheap shirts as Christmas presents, I can't say more than the non-league ones. You know, you'll be supporting local clubs. And yeah, there's some really cool shirts. This is definitely Palmer vibes on this Kappa Romford right here. So yeah, that's a selection of some of the shirts I've had in recently. Obviously, I'm really happy with that Tour Sports one. Some of the other shirts are going into my collection, but I'm also having a bit of a clear out of my collection. So make sure you join me on Whatnot or Tilt. These are auction sites. I start some things at just £1. Some things start at just £1. Everything else goes for super cheap. If you use the links down below, you'll get some free credit as well. If you fight your friends, you also get more free credit, etc. But it's a good way to get loads of cheap shirts. Unfortunately for me, it allows me to get too many, but it lets me make these videos. So yeah, go support me using those links down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.